Hey, this is Tom and welcome to another video. And as always, I'm going to give you a recap of today's stock market, everything you got to know. And as always, don't click nothing, don't smash nothing, don't buy nothing. There's no need. Just give me your attention. So as always in our videos, we're starting with the bottom line first because I know you got shit to do. You are probably in a hurry. So here's the bottom line in 30 seconds. And if you want to stay for the full video, grab a chair, grab a coffee, grab a beer, and let's do this. So first of all, let's talk about Rivian. Running into some operational problems. Oh, that's a shocker. Also, Tesla emails of Elon Musk to all employees come out, and they're funny, but also really interesting. Robinhood, according to Deutsche Bank, is overvalued. Wow, another shocker. And Goldman Sachs are saying that Amazon is actually undervalued. Again, what a shocker. Also, Apple is heating up all about the Apple car. The rumors are getting hotter and hotter. 2025, apparently it's actually happening. Let's talk about the implications to the EV market. Also, it actually hit our target price of $160. We started covering this at $132. Hit our target price, 160 bucks. I'm going to tell you what I think is next for Apple, as well as the other stuff that we have coming up in this video for you. So if you decided to stay, good for you. Let's do this. So let's talk about Rivian. So Rivian actually started off this IPO with a bang. They went up by a whole lot of percent, but over the past few days, they're down 26%. So what the hell is going on? So obviously the hype is wearing off, but now we have some operational issues, which is not a shocker. So the global director of fleets of Amazon just came out and said, well, basically the testing vehicles that we got from Rivian are basically 40% underperforming as far as range. If you turn on the AC, the range goes down by 40%, which is obviously unacceptable for a delivery van. And this is just the one of many, many problems to come. When you're building a new vehicle at scale, you have to foresee a lot of issues. I think that that's where Rivian is in a deep shit situation. Even though it's a good company with good vehicles, really good vision, the problem is that based on the current valuation they have, the level of expectations for them is so high, it's impossible for them not to bust unless they're the new Michael Jordan, pretty much. So unless they play to MJ's level, they're going to be Anthony Bennett, the guy who went #1 and never did anything in the NBA. Shout out to Anthony, no hate for you, I'm just using you as an example. When you get overhyped, it's really hard to meet expectations, and Rivian has not even started scaling yet. So they're seeing a lot of issues in the future, and everything like that is going to chip away at this bubble people created out of Rivian. So if you hold any Rivian shares, I suggest you really think hard about what your next move is. Now let's talk about Apple. More rumors coming out about Apple actually working really hard on the Apple car at 2025. Now, here's what I think about this. I think that if they actually do it in a true Apple fashion, it's going to be extremely paternalistic. I don't think they're going to have a steering wheel in this car because they want to drive you. Like their phones, like their computers, they want to control everything. So if they're going for full self-driving, I think that's kind of the futuristic cars. You don't get to choose nothing. It's all there for you. If you like it, good. If you hate it, also good. Some people like it, some people hate it. I have Apple products all over my desk, so I'm good with it. Now, do I think they can make it? I think it's going to be extremely challenging. The amount of capex investment they'll have to put in to build an automotive business is insane. We're talking about a lot of money. They have the resources, but for them to allocate so much of their future into the automotive business, it's going to be very difficult. Not to mention that it's really hard to create a car company from scratch. Although, on the good side kind of things, it is a company with a lot of cult following. They are good at selling value. So I think if they come out, they probably compete with the Lucid, not with the Tesla, because I think they come out with like a Lucid type car, more of a value, high-end product, not something that competes with a $30,000 product. So I think they can do it. I think they definitely have the money and the drive to do it. I think it's going to be insanely difficult, although I think they're not behind Tesla, they're behind Lucid, so I think the gap is not as big as it would be if they were actually competing with the Tesla Model 3. So let's see what happens with this. Also, we have some leaked emails from Elon Musk and Tesla. Now, you'd expect to see some, horrible things in these leaked emails, but they're actually pretty amusing. One of them is basically Elon telling employees they can listen to music on the job, and that's fine. Even if they put like one earbud and they leave one ear open for safety, that's fine. Not something you usually hear from a trillion-dollar company CEO telling to his employees. That kind of shows you how flat the structure is there. And one of the things that people love about this company is the fact that almost any employee have access to Elon through email, and he actually responds. So pretty cool. Another example of how involved Elon is in every micro, not just macroeconomics of this company. Really impressive, actually. The second email is actually more amusing. I think it was half a joke. He basically sent out an email that said, if I give you instructions, you have 3 options. Convince me I'm wrong, because oftentimes I am, or execute it to perfection, or ask clarifications of how to execute. If you're not doing one of the threes, you're getting fired. I think it was kind of amusing. I don't think literally it means people are immediately getting fired like Donald Trump style, but I think it's very clear. He's not saying that he knows everything. In this email, he actually says, hey, I'm mistaking a lot of the times, but unless you call me out and you tell me, hey, I think this is wrong because ABC, if you're not following my instructions, here's the door, buddy. I think it's fair. Both emails are amusing in true Elon style just to show you how involved this guy is in the management and how accessible he is to be able to communicate like this with everyday employees. But then again, this is Tesla, very, very different. And now let's have a chat about Robinhood, my favorite stock of all times, along with Nikola and Lucid and Rivian. Just kidding. So Deutsche Bank are now coming out saying, well, think Robinhood is overvalued. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, basically they're saying they enjoyed a lot of the GameStop issue and the AMC issue, but their growth is really slowing down. Now, if you go to TipRanks, which is a site I actually have in my affiliate links. In fact, this is the only affiliate link I ever had. And I've been using their stuff for a long, long time. Go to their affiliate link, sign up for TipRanks. Trust me, you'll thank me. So if you go to TipRanks, they have the service called web traffic. You can see what's going on with Robinhood even before the reports. So you can see what's going to happen in Q4. They're already losing pace, and it's been going on since Q2. They've been losing traction slowly in the growth. But now you can see what's going on in Q4 before the reports come out. You can see they're still on this flat decline. I think Robinhood is slowing down because people are getting back to work. Things are reopening, and you know, the whole GameStop, AMC thing is over, and the money is now in crypto. I mean, everybody that used to play these gambling games on Robinhood are now at the exchanges basically betting on these new cryptos. So they're losing a lot of this business. That's why I said, when you count on these people to support you, the people who are chasing the quick gains, this is how you end up. I don't argue with Deutsche Bank. I think they're 100% right. So before we move on, so Apple just hit our target price, $160. My entry price was $132. I told you my target is $160. We hit it Friday. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post a DCF on our Patreon page. If you want to sign up, the link is below, $5 per month. I'm going to post a DCF on our Patreon community, and I'm going to show what's my next target price is, if I'm staying, if I'm selling. So that's going to be posted on our Patreon page within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, for the final story of the day, we have Goldman Sachs actually come out and said that Amazon is their top pick for 2022. Again, no shit, Sherlock. A year ago, I told you I think Amazon is a $5,000 stock. They're unbeatable. The only thing that can stop Amazon is regulatory constraints, some sort of antitrust issues, which doesn't seem to be happening, at least in the US. The antitrust authorities are basically asleep. They don't care about anything at this point. So unless somebody stops and completely breaks apart Amazon, they're taking over. They're pretty much a monopoly already in what they do. As far as cloud, they're the best. As far as e-commerce, they're the best. So I think it's a $5,000 stock, assuming there's no regulatory issues. I completely agree with Goldman Sachs. And as always, if you want to contribute, please comment below. Let us know what you think about these events. If you want to just call me out, that is fine as well. As always, a huge shout out to the channel members and patrons for supporting this channel. $5 a month, you can do it as well. The link is below. I'll see you tomorrow.